Magandang araw, good day sa lahat. Welcome po, I'm Lyndon Catulong. Nais ko pong batiin ating mga kababayan sa abroad. Samahan ninyo ako ngayong araw mga kababayan sa ating episode. Pag-usapan natin. Ito pong hinain na batas ni Senator Amy Marcos. Patungkol ito sa pag-prohibit po ng tinatawag na extraordinary rendition of persons to foreign jurisdiction. Dahil sa wala nga itong batas na ito, noong panahong ang dating Pangulong Digong, pinadala nila sa dahig. Kaya nga, napakadali lamang po ginawa ng ilan nating mga opisyal. Ito ang ating pag-usapan ngayong araw. Okay? Diyan sa screen, makikita ninyo itong kabuuhang Senate Bill number 557 na ihahain po ito ni Senator Amy Marcos. Sundan ninyo ako mga kaibigan at babasahin ko na lang ito para maintindihan natin. Again, Senate Bill pa lamang po ito. Ibig sabihin dito ang umpisa ng paggawa ng batas mga kababayan. Dito sa naturang kopya, ayan po, nakita ninyo, sabayan na lang ninyo ako. May titulo dito mga kaibigan, 28th Congress of the Republic of the Philippines, First Regular Session. Senate SB number. Ibig sabihin po, Senate Bill number 557. Ang nakasabi po dito mga kaibigan, an act prohibiting extraordinary rendition of persons to foreign jurisdiction. Be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the Philippines in Congress assembled. Section 1. Ito short title. This act shall also be known as the President Rodrigo R. Duterte Act. Section 2. Declaration of Policy. It is the policy of the state to uphold its sovereignty and maintain the primacy of its jurisdiction over persons within its territory and over crimes committed therein. It is likewise the policy of the state to empower the judicial system and maintain the constitutional mechanism of checks and balances. Finally, the state recognizes the supreme importance of upholding the constitutional rights of all persons against deprivation of life and liberty without due process of law. Section 3. Definition of extraordinary rendition. Ito, maganda ito dito mga kababayan. Tingnan natin anong ibig sabihin ng extraordinary rendition. Yung pong paghuli na hindi na dumadaan po sa kung anong mga regulasyon at rules o batas ng ating bansa. Ito, definition of extraordinary rendition. For the purpose of this act, the term extraordinary rendition shall refer to the transfer of any person from any place within the territory of the Philippines to any place outside thereof without the voluntary and written consent of the person transferred or an order issued by a competent Philippine court allowing such transfer for the purpose of investigating, interrogating, prosecuting, detaining, imprisoning, or executing such person. Iyon ang definition niya, no? Nakalagay doon mga kaibigan. Maganda ito. Ano po? Dapat malaman natin talaga mga kababayan. Ipagpatuloy natin ito. Pero mamaya sa ating discussion mga kaibigan, dito tayo pupunta sa mga importanteng mga provision ito. Itong sa definition of extraordinary rendition, maganda itong pag-usapan mga kaibigan. Alright. Section 4. Prohibited acts. O ito, maganda din ito. Ano po? To deter the incidence of extraordinary rendition, the following acts shall be prohibited. Ito po ang sinasabing may mga binabawal dito, prohibited po. Ito po ang mga bawal na gawain po or prohibited acts sa batas na ito. Letter A, transferring or causing to transfer any persons found within the territory of the Philippines to an international court, tribunal, organization, or state whose jurisdiction or authority to investigate, prosecute, detain, imprison, or execute such persons is not expressly and unequivocally recognized by the Philippines through a treaty or international agreement from which the Philippines has not withdrawn at the time of such transfer. Letter B, transferring or causing the transfer of any person found within the territory of the Philippines to any international court, tribunal, organization, or state without the written and voluntary consent of the person transferred, or an order issued by a competent Philippine court allowing such transfer. Mga prohibited po ito ha. Letter C, arresting or detaining or causing the arrest or detention of any person found within the territory of the Philippines for the purpose of transferring him or her to any international court, tribunal, organization, or state without an arrest warrant issued therefore by a competent Philippine court. Letter D, investigating, arresting, detaining, or prosecuting any person found within the territory of the Philippines on behalf or in favor of or upon the orders or instruction of any international court, tribunal, organization, or a state whose authority and or jurisdiction to investigate, arrest, detain, or prosecute such person is not expressly and unequivocally recognized by the Philippines through a treaty or international agreement from which the Philippines has not withdrawn at the time of such investigation, arrest, detention, or prosecution. Letter F. Madami-dami ito mga kababayan ha. Huwag kayong mainip. Sundan lamang po ninyo ako. Importante ito. Kasi alam niyo nangyari na ito. That is why, based on doon sa nangyari, dapat nga po may batas na magawa. Ano po? Letter E. Investigating any person found within the Philippines on behalf or in favor of or upon the orders or instruction of any international court, tribunal, organization, or state without a permit issued therefore by the Department of Justice and the Department of Interior and Local Government. Letter F. Issuing any permit to investigate in favor of any international court, tribunal, organization, or state, or to any person acting on their behalf, favor, orders, or instructions, if the jurisdiction or authority of such court, tribunal, organization, or state to investigate the person who is the subject of the permit is not expressly and unequivocally recognized by the Philippines through a treaty from which the Philippines has not withdrawn at the time of the issuance of the permit. Ayan. And letter G, the giving of any financial, material, or technological support or assistance for or goods or services to or in support of any investigation, interrogation, prosecution, detention, imprisonment, or execution of any international court, tribunal, organization, or state whose jurisdiction or authority to investigate, interrogate, prosecute, detain, imprison, or execute a person found in the territory of the country is not expressly and unequivocally recognized by the Philippines through a treaty from which the Philippines has not withdrawn at the time such support, assistance, goods, or services were given. And letter H, the giving of any financial, material, or technological support or assistance for, or goods or services to, or in support of any investigation by any international court, tribunal, organization, or state which has not secured a permit to investigate from the Department of Justice and the Department of Interior and Local Government at the time such support, assistance, goods, or services were given. Ganda ito. Alam niyo mga batas, sana yung mga ganito, mga kababayan, ano po, yung may kabuluhan na mga batas, hindi yung ibang mga batas na ginagawa mga kababayan na basta na lang siguro nakagawa ng batas. So ngayon mga kababayan, natutulog, natitingga yung mga batas, ang dami-daming batas natin. Alright. The accessories and accomplices in any of the acts under this section shall be liable to the same extent as the principal. Aba, parang may ano ito, may conspiracy. Ay, alam niyo yon. Kasi in conspiracy, crime of one is crime of all eh. Ano po? Maganda ito para hindi na matularan pa mga kababayan. Dito sa Section 5, penalties. Letter A. The penalty of reclusion temporal shall be imposed upon any person who is found guilty of committing or attempting to commit the acts prohibited in paragraph A to E of the preceding section. Yung pong nauna nating tinalakay po, yung binasa nating una dito. Letter B. The penalty of prison mayor shall be imposed upon any person who is found guilty of committing the act prohibited in paragraph F of the preceding section. Balikan natin yung paragraph F mga kababayan. Ano itong paragraph F na sinabi dito? Ito. Issuing any permit investigation in favor of any international court, tribunal, organization, or state, or to any person acting on their behalf, favor, orders, or instruction, if the jurisdiction or authority of such court, tribunal, organization, or state to investigate the person who is the subject of the permit is not expressly and unequivocally recognized by the Philippines through a treaty from which the Philippines has not withdrawn at the time of the issuance of the permit. Yun yung letter F mga kababayan. Okay. Anong penalty? The penalty of prison mayor shall be imposed upon any person who shall found guilty of committing the act prohibited in paragraph F, yung sinabi ko kanina, of the preceding sections, provided that the accessory penalty of perpetual absolute disqualification shall be imposed instead of temporary absolute disqualification. Uy, maganda itong penalty. Absolute disqualification talaga, perpetual. Yung pangmatagalan na, ibig sabihin forever, perpetual absolute disqualification na makapagtrabaho mga kababayan sa gobyerno or kasama na rin siguro dito na hindi na po makatakbo ng kung anong-anong mga posisyon, elective position ay suppose kasama na rin dito iyon. Ano po? Letter C. The penalty of prison, correctional, and a fine of 10 million pesos with subsidiary imprisonment in case of insolvency. Maganda rin. Shall be imposed upon any person who is found guilty of committing or attempting to commit the acts prohibited in paragraph G and H of the preceding section. Okay? Napakinggan naman ninyo. Total naman na mga kababayan, pwede ninyong balikan, subaybayan dyan. Nasa screen naman natin. Ano po? I-scroll nyo, balikan na lang yung mga kababayan. Nandyan yan sa screen. Napakita natin. Next, paragraph. The penalty therein imposed are without prejudice to any other criminal, administrative, and civil liabilities imposed by other statutes. Maganda rin ito. Sana maging batas talaga ito mga kababayan. Para hindi na hindi na matularan pa na may mangyari pa mga kababayan. Ano po? Merong maganda tayo dito na pag-uusapan mamaya. Kasi itong batas na ito mga kaibigan natin, under sa statutory construction mga kababayan, ang batas, presume po na ginawa, prospective ang application. But when it favors sa akusado po, pwedeng may pabalik dito mga kababayan natin. Okay? Yan ang tandaan always natin. Ano po? Dito na tayo sa number 6 mga kaibigan. Section 6. Freezing of properties to deter extraordinary rendition. Ganda ito, i-freeze daw. Yung mga properties, mga kababayan, nung magkamali dito sa batas na ito. All transactions in all property and interest in property of any person who is formally charged in the proper Philippine court with any of the offenses penalized under this section are blocked and may not be transferred, paid, exported, withdrawn, or otherwise dealt in if such property and interest are in the Philippines, come within the Philippines, or are within the possession or control of a Filipino citizen or resident, unless the Philippine court in which the charges against the aforementioned persons are filed determines that letter A, such property or interest in property was not supplied, transferred, paid, sourced, leased, or lent by, or on behalf of the international court, tribunal, organization, or state for whose behalf or favor, or on whose orders or instructions the person charged is alleged have committed the punishable acts. Yan. Letter B. Such property or interest in property is not owned or controlled, directly or indirectly, in full or in part, by any employer or officer, the international court, tribunal, organization, or, in case of a state, any employee or officer of the agency, bureau, ministry, or department, in whose behalf or favor, or on whose orders or instruction the person charged is alleged have committed punishable acts. Okay? In letter C, such property or interest in property will not be used by the person charged or by any person acting on behalf of any international court, tribunal, organization, or state in order to commit or cause the commission of any of the crimes punished in this act. Pending the determination of compliance with the foregoing criteria, the court shall allow the person charged to withdraw such sums or dispose of such properties as it deems reasonably necessary for the support of the person charged and his or her spouse and minor children. Section 7. Ganda ito mga kababayan natin, talagang ating pagtuunan ng pansin itong batas na ito. Sana may isa batas nga ito ako mga kababayan, I have to support this kind of proposal. Ano po? Section 7, aliens inadmissible for visas or admissions. Ito ang sabi ng batas. Any person may file an ex parte petition What's that ex parte, mga kababayan? Ex parte means siya lang, one side. Hindi na kailangan, mga kaibigan, na pasagutin pa kung sinong mga other party. Okay? Pwede lang sa kanya, ex parte. Any person may file an ex parte petition in the proper Philippine court to deny the issuance of any visa or cancel any visa issued to an alien if there is substantial evidence that such alien visited or will visit the Philippines in order to conduct or aid in the conduct of any investigation, inquiry, arrest, detention, or transfer of persons on behalf or in favor of any international court, tribunal, association, or state, host jurisdiction or authority is not recognized by the Philippines through a treaty, provided that upon the filing of criminal charges in a Philippine court against any person for any of the acts prohibited under this act, such court shall issue an order to the appropriate government agency to cancel any visa issued to the employees or officer of the international court, tribunal, organization, or in case of a state, to the employees and officers of the agency, bureau, ministry, or department, for whose behalf or favor, or on whose orders or instructions the person charged is alleged have committed the punishable acts without need of any separate petition therefore. Ganda, no? Maganda, mga kababayan. Section 8. Recourse of victim. Ito. Anong recourse ng victim kung sakaling ginawa nila yung mga violations, mga prohibited acts, mga kababayan? May provision din dito. Nakalagay dito sa Section 8. Recourse of victims. All persons who have been subjected to extraordinary rendition, whether prior to or after the enactment of this act. Maganda ito. May retroactive application ito. Shall be entitled to the appropriate remedies in the Philippine court. Ulitin ko po ulitin ko. Maganda kasi ito Section 8. Recourse of victims. All persons who have been subjected to extraordinary renditions, whether prior to or after the enactment of this act, shall be entitled to the appropriate remedies in the Philippine court. The Department of Foreign Affairs shall exhaust every diplomatic channel to ensure that Filipino citizens who are victims of extraordinary rendition will be repatriated to the Philippines as soon as possible, and that judgment of the Philippine court will be given effect. Section 9. Ito, repealing clause. Ito, maganda ito. Kung ano itong mga ma-repeal na batas dito. All laws, rules, and regulations which are inconsistent. Maganda. Inconsistent. Ibig sabihin, kasalungat. Hindi naaayon. Ano po? Dito sa ginawang batas na ito, sakali mang maging batas na ito, mga kababayan, ang sinabi dito, all laws, rules, and regulations which are inconsistent with this act are hereby repealed, amended, or modified accordingly. Yun. Ganda. Section 10, kailan ito mag-epekto? Effectivity, mga kababayan, ito. This act shall take effect 15 days after its publication in the official gazette or in any two newspapers of general circulations in the Philippines. Mga kababayan, proposal pa lang ito ang liwanagin ko po. Proposal pa lang ito. But ako, mga kaibigan, ako'y tatanungin po ninyo. I am in favor for this proposal. Ito pong bill na ito, mga kababayan, dapat po talaga magawa ito. Kasi po, yung nangyari noon, kung hindi magawa ng batas ngayon, maging precedence yun. Maging precedence yun. At yung mga nasa kapangyarihan na lumabag po ng batas na malinaw na ginawa nila beyond anong sinabi ng ating batas po, dito hindi na sila makakalusot, mga kababayan. Hindi na makakalusot dito. Kasi mangyari pa yan eh. Mangyari pa yan. Kung hindi ito magawa, mga kaibigan, para sa akin ha, uumpisa na sila, mga kababayan. No? Sana po, sa liderato ng Senado, dapat may una sa listahan. Kung mayroon man silang listahan ng priorities na mga bill po na tatalakayin ngayong pagbukas na ng Senado, dapat sana may sama ito, mga kaibigan. Napaka-importante ito. Alam niyo bakit? Ito ang magbigay, mga kababayan, ng proteksyon sa lahat. Kahit na yung nakaupo niyan, mabigyan sila ng proteksyon, mga kababayan. At lalong-lalo na, mabigyan ng proteksyon yung gusto nilang lilitisin, yung gusto nilang papahirapan pa po. Yung gusto nilang papahirapan pa. Kasi, mukhang sa tingin ko, meron pa silang gustong papahirapan pa, mga kababayan. At gagamitin na lang nila. Para bang sinasabi, doon ka na sa korte magpaliwanag. Walang problema yun. Kung dito lamang sa ating bansa, ang paglilitis, mga kababayan, no problem yun. Ang mahirap o ang problema, pagkagawin, mga kaibigan, yung nangyari sa ating dating Pangulong Digong, kasi gusto nilang bibilisan, lalong-lalo na ngayon, mga kababayan, no, may lumabas na balita na naman, na parang bilisan na naman nila, mga kaibigan, ngayon, na may palabas daw. Ewan ko lang kung totoo ba yun. May grupo ata na kumikilos, gumagalaw, mga kababayan, doon sa International Criminal Court para may ipapahuli na naman daw dito sa ating bansa. At hindi naman lingid ng kaalaman sa lahat. Ano po, na ang nasa sa linya subject nila, isa dyan si Senator Bato, yung dating PNP chief natin, mga kababayan, nung time ni Pangulong Digong. Hindi tayo titigil dito. Ipapahabaan pa natin dito, mga kaibigan, ang diskusyon. Sa next episode natin, mga kaibigan, yung bawat provision po nitong batas na ito, mga kaibigan, pag-usapan natin ito. Napakaganda ito para mas maintindihan natin, mga kaibigan. Sundan lang ninyo ako. Isi-series natin ito, mga kaibigan. Ngayon, pinipresent ko lang sa inyo itong batas na ito. Lilinawin ko po, hindi pa po ito batas, ha? Itong proposal na gawaing batas ni Senator Amy Marcos. Okay? Napakaganda itong batas. Para maiwasan na, mga kababayan, yung abuse of power, abuse of authority po na nangyari dito sa ating bansa. At least mayroong mga imprisonment, may mga ganong mga provision. May disqualification na perpetual, mga kababayan. Okay? Siguro may kunting amendment dito. Mas maliwanag kasi magpapalusot yun sila. Hindi ko nabasa, mga kaibigan, sa binasa natin kanina, hindi natin nabasa na yung perpetual disqualification doon, wala kasi na-specify, baka lulusot yun. Sabihin na nila, perpetual disqualification to hold public office, whether it be elective or yung ordinary na posisyon, mga kababayan. Dapat maka-state doon, mga kababayan natin. For your comments, just write down below. Huwag kalimutan mag-share and like. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Broadcasters Viewpoint. And also, don't forget to click the notification bell para lagi po kayong updated.